All right, Shalom. Let's get right into it. Close this out. We're gonna give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shai. Double honor to the Apostle Brother Elder Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. As you see this video, the global digital currency is on. Like I said, on the way. But yeah, so we're gonna get right to it. Time that we are coming into, the time is at hand. So I don't know what's going on with that, but so let's get right to the lesson.
The digital dollar is on the horizon. The Biden administration is exploring the development of a central bank digital currency. Unlike existing digital money available to the public, the digital dollar would be the direct liability of the Federal Reserve. The White House says a central bank digital currency would help reinforce the United States as a leader in the world financial system. Agencies have generated 9 reports about the impact a central bank digital currency could have on financial markets, the environment, innovation, and other aspects of the economic.
3 months ago, we presented our vision for Europe's digital transformation by 2030. It is about where we want to go and who we want to be. Europe is a front runner here and can set standards at the global level. We want to offer to Europeans a new digital identity. An identity that ensures trust and protects users online. We are about to present our proposal. It will allow everyone to control their identity online and to interact with governments and businesses across the European Union. Nobody should be forced to give more data away than is necessary for the purpose at hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to mention these examples because they showcase our digital ambition. This is about who we want to be as Europeans. And to capture this better, we will formulate a set of digital principles, such as access for all to the internet. We then want to enshrine these principles in a solemn declaration by the European Parliament, the Council, and the Commission. Europe's digital principles shall guide our actions and initiatives. I already mentioned digital identity. Another example is artificial intelligence. Just a few weeks ago, we proposed our new legal framework on AI. It is the first such framework worldwide. It puts the individual at the center, and it will ensure that people's safety and fundamental rights are protected. AI is yet another example of our ambition. We embrace new technologies, but we stand by our values, by setting new standards for our single market and by inviting others around the globe to follow. We must ensure that the digital transformation of our democracies has a purpose and that no one is left behind. And I know that also the European Parliament is very engaged in promoting our values and principles in the digital space. So I am very pleased to see that our objectives are very much aligned. And even beyond. As we seek to set standards at the global level, we sense a lot of interest among our international partners. By 2030, we want, for example, 20 million IT specialists to be employed in the European Union. Second, infrastructures. By 2030, we want gigabit connectivity for all households and 5G in all cities and villages. Third, the digital transformation of businesses. By 2030, 3 out of 4 companies should use cloud, big data, and AI. And fourth, digital public services. By 2030, all EU citizens should have access to electronic health records.
So you see, it's a global digital currency is on the way that will lead to corruption. So let's get right into it. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. No, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. So let's get right into it. Don't take my time to find it, but 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. And he answered me and said, measure the time duty in itself, and I see pass of the sign pass, which I told thee before, right? Which I told thee before, thou shalt well understand. No, thou shalt understand that it's the very same time within the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? Which he made. Then you go back up, 2nd Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure the time duty in itself, when I see pass of the sign path which I told thee before. Right, what I told you. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 1. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 1. It said, behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I put in their mouth, saith the Lord, are called to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the accuracy of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Right, all the unfaithful shall die in unfaithfulness. All the unfaithfulness. So what else? What else? I'm getting this. I'm gonna go back to this. Okay, we're gonna go to let's see what I'm gonna go to. Right. Jeremiah 6, verse 10. Always get to this. Jeremiah 6, verse 10. It said, to whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, there is uncircumcision, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord unto them a reproach, that have no delight in it. Right. That have no delight in it. To whom shall I speak and give warning? Move on. Jeremiah 7, verse 1. No, Jeremiah 7, verse 5. It said, the end is coming, the end is coming. Watch for thee, behold, it is coming. The morning is... No, verse 5. Let's see those. Jeremiah 7, verse 5. Thou saith the Lord, hey, evil, and on the evil, behold, it's coming. The end is coming. The end is coming. Come it. Watch for thee, behold, it is coming. Right. It is coming. Daniel 12, verse 10. Daniel 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified, made white, and tried, but the wicked shall do wicked, but none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Right, but the wise shall understand. Daniel 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified, made white, and tried, but the wicked shall do wicked, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Right, the wise shall understand. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. For the vision yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. That it terrible wait for it. Behold, because it would surely come, it would not tarry, right? It would not tarry. We got again, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision yet for the appointed time, but the end is shall speak and not lie. Thought it tarry, wait for it. Behold, also I was saying, behold, because it would surely come, it would not tarry, right? It said, wait for it, because it would surely come, it would not tarry, right? It would not tarry. What else I got? Matthew 24, verse 40. Matthew 24, verse 42. Matthew 24, verse 42. It said, watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord does come. Right? It said, watch. Watch. Verse 44. Therefore be you also ready, for sure as hour you think not the Son of Man coming. Right? The Son of Man coming. The Son of Man coming. What else I got? Romans 13, verse 11. Always bring this out. It's a high time to wake out of sleep. Let me see much time. Romans 13, verse 11. And that known that time that is now a high time to wake out of sleep. For near our salvation, near that we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast the work of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. Right, let us put on the armor of light. Okay, what else? 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It say, no, 2 Corinthians. I got 1 Corinthians. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It say, let Satan should get an advantage for us, for we are not ignorant of his device, right? We are not ignorant of his device. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, for let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his device, right? We are not ignorant of his device. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But if the time and season, brother, I have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night. Right? It's a thief in the night. For that should say peace and safety, that sudden destruction come upon them, as tread upon a woman with child, and they should not escape. Right? But you, brother, you are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief. You are the children of the light, and the children of the day. We are not the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Right, let us watch and be sober. Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed he to read it, hear the word of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand, right? For the time is at hand. So as you see, let me see. Okay, all right. Yeah, we keep going. As you see the time that we are in, the global digital currency is on the way that would many lead to the Karagma. So let's get to that scripture, to the Karagma, with that Revelation 13, verse 14. It said, let's go to 12. No, let's go to 14. Let's get right to it. He just see them that dwell on the earth by the means of his miracles, which have power to do in the sight of the beast, say to them that dwell on the earth, they shall make an image to the beast, which have wound, beast which have their wound by the sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And he called all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say that he hath the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man. His number is 600, 306. Right, Revelation 14, verse 9. Revelation 14, verse 9. The third angel followed them and said with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which pour out with mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstones in the presence of the holy angel and in the presence of the Lamb. Right, it say any man worship the beast. All right. It said if any man. So let's go back to the half of this. That should be it for me.
Our actions and initiatives. I already mentioned digital identity. Another example is artificial intelligence. Just a few weeks ago, we proposed our new legal framework on AI. It is the first such framework worldwide. It puts the individual at the center, and it will ensure that people's safety and fundamental rights are protected. AI is yet another example of our ambition. We embrace new technologies, but we stand by our values, by setting new standards for our single market and by inviting others around the globe to follow. We must ensure that the digital transformation of our democracies has a purpose and that no one is left behind. And I know that also the European Parliament is very engaged in promoting our values and principles in the digital space. So I am very pleased to see that our objectives are very much aligned. And even beyond. As we seek to set standards at the global level, we sense a lot of interest among our international partners. By 2030, we want, for example, 20 million IT specialists to be employed in the European Union. Second, infrastructures. By 2030, we want gigabit connectivity for all households and 5G in all cities and villages. Third, the digital transformation of businesses. By 2030, 3 out of 4 companies should use cloud, big data, and AI. And fourth, digital public services. By 2030, all EU citizens should have access to electronic health records.
Let's see. Let's go to Revelation 22. Revelation 22, verse 10. He say unto me, seal not the saying of this prophet of this book, for the time is at hand. Right, for the time is at hand. Revelation. Yeah, read again. Revelation 22, verse 10. And he say unto me, seal not the saying of this prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. Right, for the time is at hand. So I'm going to close out right there. So we're going to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah. Double honor to the apostle, brother, Elder Great Millstone. Shalom to the back. Shalom.